I don't know what you gonna do with it. I know that's right.
All right, there you go.
I sought the Lord.
Welcome back to the podcast. I am Mo.
And I'm Pops.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have been showing a lot of love. Of course, y'all could be showing some more.
Thank you for the love.
If you hit the like button and the notification bell and share this type of content. How you feeling, Pop? It's a brand new day.
Great today.
The storm is over.
Yeah.
It is past though. We had a tornado. What was that, last night?
Passing over.
I'm going to step to the side so you go in.
The storm is passing over.
I feel this thing. I don't know what that song is. That's too old for me.
No, you get it. It's real simple.
I don't know about that. So, how did you feel that the storm passed over? I know people was in a frantic. Some people were in the closet. Some people were in the attic.
I trust the Lord.
And he heard.
I listened to what they had to say, but I still trust the Lord.
Yeah. It's not why I get scared about something that you serve that's been created by.
Yeah.
Come on now.
By him.
You know what I'm saying? So, are you getting used to this podcast?
I am. Actually, I look forward to it.
What?
I look forward to it. Man, I just,
Talk about it. I want to hear more about this.
I just, when you feel like you can't do a certain thing, you judge yourself.
Wow. Okay.
You shouldn't judge yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just by me listening to myself. That's why I tell you I don't like to listen to myself.
It's crazy you say that.
Because I don't sound right to me.
To who though? Like,
to me.
Explain that. Like, how are you supposed to
I've always been that way.
But like, what's the perfect sounding voice that you look for? That you feel like,
hello, how are you today?
Okay,
not
Les
sounding,
Brown.
Oh, not sounding.
Les Brown sound like that. Hello there. That's
gotta be hungry.
You know what I'm saying? But
but to me, I don't. But I know when other folks hear me, nobody have said it to my face that
they better not.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some fronts right now.
But it's just my own self feeling that way, because most time when I've done messages, I never go back and listen to myself. I did one time just to see what I need to correct and what I need to do differently.
So now do you find yourself doing it more often now that you're on the
I
podcast?
do now, because I know there's some things I need, because I'm always moving my glasses, and so I got to go and get some more.
What?
But
so you really critique yourself?
Yes, I do.
You're pretty hard on yourself.
No. Well, I am in terms of my voice and how I sound, because now I sound really old, I guess. So, because I am old.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
But you understand one day. You understand.
Will I though? Will I?
Yeah, you will.
You sure?
You will.
Interesting.
But that's just me critiquing myself.
Okay.
But I think it's good for you to look back and see what you say, how you said things, your responses to stuff. I think it's good to do that, because I think that's how you make your improvement.
It's definitely. I know Mom always says, poke holes into, when you watch something that you do, poke holes in it and see what you can improve on.
Yeah. That's mainly what I look at. I try not to hear my voice, but
your voice is what's really getting to you, I see.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why.
Hey, funny.
How about y'all tell me how? Y'all tell me,
Pop, how? Because I think when you're
I need your help. I need your help.
Help him.
Help me.
Help you.
But this one thing.
Come on now.
What I say is what I say.
Okay.
It's what I know.
Gotcha.
I know what God's saying. I know that. So,
Well, being at church today, I think Dad was all in our podcast topic today.
How did I know that?
Right?
I looked at you on the drum, and I said, he's going to pull something from this to talk about.
The thing is, I've been sitting on this all week.
Really?
Literally sitting on this all week. At the top, I think Tuesday. Monday actually. Just sitting on why is it that people never really live life to their full potential? Like, I have it in my notes, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why we don't get to that point. And it's crazy that you talk about how you feel about your voice.
Yeah.
And I think coming up, I used to always be insecure about my looks, how my voice sounds. Yes, Lord. Okay. I don't want you to think I've always been this confident, this guy here. Nah, but but I think it's a brilliant trick of the enemy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I want to pull the covers, the sheets. I want to completely strip this bed of full potential.
Yeah.
So, and like you said, you done kicked it off already. Mm-hmm. Just the insecurities of your voice, which is crazy because I hear you speak all the time. And I never thought to myself, this guy has a problem with his voice. And like never in a million years.
It's me. It's just me.
I've heard people do that though. Like
it's me. I've always
Where do you think it stemmed from? If you could trace it.
I don't know. I guess because of how I hear other people talk.
Comparison.
Yeah, and I compare myself with others, which I shouldn't do.
Name some.
Just different people, like people on the radio.
Okay.
And how they talk and that type of thing. So, but yeah.
That's interesting.
Even beyond that though, I don't doubt what I talk about.
Okay.
I definitely don't doubt that.
Got you.
Yeah. I believe I get to what I need to get to, and it's been confirmed to me that I get to whatever needs to be gotten to.
For sure.
But I always give God the glory for it though. It's not me, because I'm telling you, how would I know?
Right. Right.
I wouldn't know.
So let's do top 3 things that you said which to me right now is throwing me in a loop, that you said your voice. Like,
really?
That throws me in a loop. Like, really, because like I said, I hear you talk like when I first came here, you talked.
Yeah.
I haven't
now I don't stop talking because of it.
Got you.
But it's just something I do to critique that I critique myself. I'm more hard on myself probably than other folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, voice is one. Give me 2 more.
That I have
that you like, I don't know. My left toe is
it used to be my weight until I lost weight.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be my weight.
Okay.
Because I was very conscious of it. I didn't become conscious of it until many years ago. I saw a picture of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, you are huge, boy. You are huge.
You be honest with yourself.
Yeah, I was huge. But this is the thing. Until I saw the picture, I did not realize that.
So you're living
because
in it.
Nobody never had guts enough to tell me.
Like, guts is crazy.
Man, you need to. lose some weight.
You need to pull back from
Pull back. Way back.
Sir,
You know, like 5 miles back.
you're deep swimming in this stuff right now.
Yeah, so nobody told me.
Wow.
I mean, literally. That was before your time.
You know.
I mean, I was huge. I was at where I am now at work. I was huge.
Nobody said, hold on.
Nobody.
So
Nobody.
How does that make you feel? Nobody told you, hey, look. So how would you feel like somebody said, hey, man, listen.
Well, at least, somebody could have said something like, man, you need to kind of watch your weight. Yeah, it's not healthy for you.
How would you have taken it though? Like,
I don't know how I would have took it.
That's interesting.
Because I think for me, I think I would have accepted that because deep down I knew that because I never could really, like when they would have sales, my size was never on sale.
You said your size was never on sale. God.
You got to pay extra when you extra.
Wow,
X,
so big and tall is what
when you
say.
triple X or something, you got to pay extra for that. But yeah, and I think that's why it's important for us to have self-awareness.
Yeah, that's key.
I think it's important for us to have self-awareness because when you don't recognize something that you need to change, you don't change.
Got you.
Because most times people not going to tell you unless they angry.
Now, I have a way of telling you without telling you. My thing is be like, hey man, let's hit the gym together. Or, let's
But I already know what you're saying.
Like let's do a
boy,
podcast.
You too big, boy. You
pull it back. Because I'm gonna get to that later. But okay, is your weight your problem now? No. Okay.
I make sure I try to maintain the weight that I am now. Okay. I mean, I was up there.
I mean, you said.
I'm gonna have to find that picture and show it to
you. Do you want to relive that?
No, I do. It's a constant reminder not to go back.
Okay.
It's a reminder not to go back.
What's your third?
Let's see, my third.
You got voice. Hold up. So you said what was the second one then? Your voice is one. What was
my weight? It was my weight.
You said it was, so it's not your weight. So what's the second one then? You still stuck on the second one. That was a nice try though.
You can get away with that though.
Yeah. We ain't fool some of the people.
That I have a problem with?
Yeah. Insecurity or like in that same vein of like you said, you don't like your voice, which is crazy to me.
I don't know if I have another one.
So your voice
because I was kind of thinking maybe education wise, I don't have the degree, but
most of the jokers don't got that.
But those that have it, I will put myself up against them any day when it comes to like social work or something like that. I mean,
easy work.
I could do that. I mean, I do have a bachelor's in it, but the folks who got the masters and
thermometer,
all that stuff. But I don't have a challenge with that.
So your voice is your only critical point for you?
That I can recall right now. That's the only thing that concerns me.
I know you said you sound old, which is crazy. Like,
because I am.
I thought you said seasoned.
I am seasoned. I am seasoned. But the truth of the matter is, I guess it sounds like more of the of a hoarseness in my voice, I guess.
You think?
Yeah. That's me.
Wow.
What you think?
About your voice?
Yeah.
I think your voice is good.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't have you sit down on this couch if it wasn't.
That's a good point.
I'd be saying, hey, let's go work out.
Well, maybe you gave me a little grace.
Let's go do something else, you know? Let's go bowling or something.
Yeah, that's really the only thing.
I would think, I used to have those insecurities. I'm trying to figure out, because a lot of times I used to think I had to speak eloquently. I had to have the big words, you know, expeditiously, you know. Like, I felt like in the speak, because I used to do the same thing. I used to watch other people who on TV, you know what I'm saying, they using big words. And I used to be like, oh man, I can't get there until I read this thesaurus or dictionaries or learn these different words. But as I got older, I'm starting to realize the best part of you is you being yourself.
Oh yeah, now that I try to do. I don't try to use those.
Yeah.
If I know the word, I know the word,
definitely.
but I don't go looking for words to say like I hear some people speaking. But see, the point of it is, do folks really understand what you're talking about?
Yeah. Like, what crowd are you appealing to?
Yeah. And the ones that think they know, you ain't appealing to them.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, they are.
Because it's just words. And I've never felt bad about that. Because when I was doing substance abuse, I always learned, keep it simple, stupid.
I was told, keep it simple, silly.
No, it's stupid.
Mother Kenny's not gonna like that.
But that's what I'm sorry, Mother Kenny.
I do apologize.
I'm just saying what we said.
Even if you watch this podcast.
Yeah. But just keep things simple so anybody can understand it.
Because 1% of the world knows probably big words, intellect, you know, different other stuff like that. Yeah. But I would say majority of your common people are basically who you will be talking to anyway. And you get to saying some off the wall words, they're like, okay, I'm tuned out. Because there's been plenty of times where I tune out. Yeah. I don't know what you talking about, man. Even rappers be using crazy words. I be like, yeah, he's not for me.
Yeah. But see, even now, you know, even talking in a simple manner, we have to realize that there are some people who have not learned just the basic. Yeah. Because I know in talking to some of my students and some words that I use, well, what is that? Yeah. You know, what I think is very common, they don't even know what you're talking about, because many times they are not exposed. Exactly. You know, so I think the only time I feel good is when I say a word and my wife be like, what does that mean? You don't know what that means? I'm winning out here. But sometimes, because I read a lot, I'm an advocate reader, and I've learned how that has really increased my vocabulary. Oh yeah, definitely. So when I say stuff, she be like, "Babe, what does that mean?" And you know, she definitely has more degrees than the thermometer. Yeah, because even when I read stuff and I don't know a word, I immediately look it up. That's me. Look up the meaning, everything. Okay, all right, I kind of know what that is. So I guess the question would be, with our so-called, I'm gonna call them so-called, you know, like things we are, I would say, unconfident in. Because you will use what you're confident in, but you won't use what you're unsure. So how many incompletes would you say you would have in your life if you really tackled, like, just forget it, this voice is golden?
How many incompletes would you say that you really set yourself back? Incompletes. Like you could have achieved it, but you hesitated because listen, what stopped you from living to your full potential?
I think for me it's procrastination.
Oh man. If you only knew what I thought about that word.
Yeah, procrastination, just not doing it. Because I had talked about going back to school and get my master's.
I'm gonna hit you with one of your things. Well, why? Why you ain't do it?
No, not why. What's your reason?
Why? You know?
I don't know. I just haven't. I don't know.
I don't want you to say you don't know. Hey, that's how he be doing us, y'all. What
do you want me to say then?
Hey, Pop be tearing us up, man. I don't want you to say you don't know. Say you're trying to figure it out.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
I don't. I can't explain the reason.
Do you feel like you're living at your full potential? Let me ask you that. Even the age that you're at. Listen, it doesn't matter what your age is. let me go ahead and get that out the mud. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can live to your... The great part is you'll never be at your full potential. To me, I'll get to that. See, I'm moving forward amicably too. Amicably.
Amicably. Okay. What that means?
So, do you feel like you're living at your full potential? Not full potential, but a pretty good potential.
I think I'm a pretty good potential.
Okay.
Because of what I do, that I know that a lot of people maybe at my age doesn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people ask me, I've retired once already.
Yeah.
And people say, well, why you working? I said, because I want to go home and sit and die. That's why.
Right.
And I have to keep moving and keep my mind going and keep my mind fresh.
Gotcha.
I would not be mentoring these kids I mentor if I was sitting at home.
Yeah.
Some of these, they need me.
And do.
Yeah, they need me. And I need them.
Heck, I need you.
See? Well, I appreciate that. But these kids need us.
Mm-hmm.
But I need them too, because what we have to remember is whatever we give to them, we need something back from them.
Definitely. Yeah. So it's an exchange.
Yeah. So, it's just like young man I had yesterday. And he was and he had told me, he said, well, he said, I'm gonna call you grandpa.
Why?
You're gonna be my grandpa. Said, okay.
He aggressively took you in.
Yeah.
You know what he want though.
Well, he knows what he wants, because at least that's how I addressed him when at the restaurant the lady asked me, who is this nice young man? And I said, that's my grandson. Because you don't want to say this is my mentee or whatever. This is my grandson. Or like with my actual mentee, I would say, ask them. They old enough. Ask them.
Got you.
So that's what I think I am. Can I do a little bit more? I think so.
Now we talking.
I think so. Yeah, I could do a little bit more.
We'll get to that point later.
Yeah,
we'll get to that point right there.
And don't ask me what.
I will. That's the question later. Am I living to my full potential? I think I'm doing better than I thought I would. because back then I didn't have no potential.
Mm.
My potential.
That's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, because that makes sense.
What makes sense? Break
It makes sense because when you don't have, if you don't feel that you have something to contribute,
yeah, it's kind of like why.
You don't.
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, you had a potential
to be,
but it was negative potential.
I was gonna be a full jerk.
Yeah. So full-fledged.
You know how
Yeah.
in church they was like they about to have 7 kids. I was about to be 7 kids, 7 different baby mamas, probably 12. I didn't
And
know
that's
the
what I
art
was saying
of
when they
not
said
having
that,
kids.
and folk, don't kind of 7 kids. Well, at least they by the same woman.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the thing.
That kudos.
Yeah.
That
and they are married.
That deserves a standing ovation.
Yeah, and they are married.
I wish I could have did that. Oh my gosh. My wife right now, if I'd have met her, she'd have knocked up. She's probably like 10 kids. But let's move forward.
We have to consult your wife about that.
Guarantee you that.
I think she got to say so too.
She to say so.
But,
be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, yeah.
But
but when you feel like there is no reason for you,
I don't know. I'm gonna pull my gun out. Knock on that door like, oh, okay, all right. Listen, if I don't send the limo, don't come knocking on the door like that.
Yeah, I know this.
Make you want to step up. Hey man, come in. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm trying to shoot this podcast. You sitting up here knocking on this door like that. Thank you for the package. But
yeah, when you have nothing to look forward to, nobody has encouraged you to do differently.
Yeah.
In life, I mean, you have potential, but it's not a positive one. You have it.
Oh yeah.
Had it, but it was a negative thing.
Like I always wanted to be. I always seen myself being a phenomenal R&B singer, selling out crowds. I always wanted that. Then I wanted to be in movies. I always wanted that because I felt like, okay, I'm a pretty great singer, and then I'm a pretty good actor, as you see. Y'all see me. You see me on here. Mm-hmm. I can give you all kind of. I used to study different actors, Denzel, the high profile actors, a lot of the singers, the producers. I used to just study.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if I'm being honest with myself, I didn't feel like I had what it took to make it. I'm talking about fully make it. I felt like local stardom was it for me.
Yeah. But I think if you had done that, it would have taken you on further.
Definitely.
Because somebody would have seen the talent that you have and move you forward. And I think I think about something. Trying to think of the guy's name right now. I can't think of him.
Take your time.
I can visualize him, but anyway, he talked about how the potential that people had, that in the cemetery there are a lot of books and a lot of this and that has not been done.
Les Brown.
No. He was a pastor.
Did he?
From overseas.
I heard Les Brown say that too. Is that a common thing now?
Miles Monroe. Yeah, Dr. Miles Monroe.
That guy.
Yeah, he was sharing that. Actually, he was saying that at the time that he
I
reached
remember
his demise.
Yeah,
that he has met all that he supposed was in him to do,
and did.
Yeah, so.
In such that short time.
Yeah.
That was my guy though, right there.
Oh yeah,
man,
yeah.
Truly
Definitely.
great. His messages even now shockwaves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Some people like were just ahead of it. Like, that's a guy I would say full potential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Even in his early, just full potential, man. Just to see the way he break down stuff.
And that's the thing. You got to get understanding,
Yeah.
and give people understanding of things, because how can you practice something you don't understand?
And I always tell people, like, it's easy to tell somebody to do something, but when, like, I learn visually, like, you showed me, okay, not only this is how you deal with your emotions, but this is truly how you master them. This is how you gain intelligence on them. Like, son, you gotta cry. You're human. You ain't got to be. You ain't got to hold that stuff. You always talk about, and I hear you tell, because men, we do this. Mm-hmm. We pack so much down on top of each other, like, and then on top of that, try to lead a family with a pack down of emotions and different other stuff that we have never dealt with from childhood. And I think we've never had that person tell us, hey, number one, you can be great. Mm-hmm. I think when I came here, I got the most compliments of, like, hey, you can do this.
Yeah.
Back home, they were like, man, you ain't gonna be. Yeah.
And because you had not reached your potential, people saw your potential.
Wow.
They saw what you could be. They saw where you could go. Because a lot of times we don't know what it is.
We don't. We just fishing around in the dark.
Yeah. We don't know what it is. We just kind of go whatever direction we need to go in. But people can see that potential in us sometime and spark something in us to get that interest,
So would you say that this podcast was a spark for you to really come to grips with that you have a golden voice?
I just don't know how to answer that.
I'm just saying.
Maybe that's why I didn't give you an answer at the beginning when you asked me.
Hello, we back here.
Yeah.
At this roundabout.
Maybe I didn't. So since you say I got a golden voice,
you got a golden voice.
What do y'all say?
You better say yeah.
Please let me know.
Please, in the comment, let him know.
But I know what I know.
So, do we have to build your confidence up in your voice? Or you good now? Or
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm satisfied now. It took talking about it.
That's good.
I kind of kept it to myself and didn't ever say anything.
So you done got it out.
I done got it out. It's not festering.
And I think it's good to, number one, acknowledge those things, because, like I said, to me, that is a shocker about your voice.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Because it's such a powerful tool.
Yeah.
And I've seen it literally break up some things in people's life.
Yeah.
That was literally dead. And it was life that was breathed on it. I've seen this voice carve through some stuff that has been generationally dead. And it's just like, you gave a different look on it. So that's why when I hear you say, yeah, I really don't like my, what?
To God be the glory.
I almost hit you. Am I talking to you? So in closing.
Lord. Are we closing now?
Hey, look.
Okay.
Look, it's either you're going to live to your full potential or you're not.
Yeah. But I think you need somebody to help you activate that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you need something to stir you up.
Yeah.
To motivate you. Because sometimes if if you've been told that you not nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't see that potential because you've already been told that you're not gonna be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not gonna do anything. You're gonna be laying around being sorry and lazy. And that's why I've always told guys when I was doing fatherhood that, you know, it's kind of like when folks keep telling you, well, you need to go back to school, you need to do this and you need to do that. And then as soon as you start doing that, then folk get upset.
Yeah. You can't please everybody.
Oh, now you think you better than everybody else. See?
You got more degrees than us.
Yeah. But then you gon' I guess you think they not gonna do it. And when they do, and the opportunity presents itself,
you looking like Boo Boo the Fool.
Yeah. Now you want to fuss about what they doing. You ain't ever here. You do it, you know. Hey, I'm trying to get it together, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either people when that happens, either people gonna change with you, or they gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
So gotta be one or the other.
I love the saying that some people are in your life for a season and some people are in your life for a reason.
That's it.
And when the season is over,
it's over.
Gotta let them go.
Ain't no coming back unless God says so.
Right. So, what can you give the people to help them? Besides, you know, you gave a nice little spiel right there with that golden voice of yours. Give them something to chew on to help them reach their full potential.
Believe in yourself.
Wow, powerful.
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself when nobody else believes it.
Mm-hmm.
When the naysayers say you can't do it, don't get angry. Let that be the fuel that moves you forward to that, whatever it is. Long as let it be positive though.
Yeah.
But believe in yourself. And then get with people who can help you to get to where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
People who done been there.
Yeah.
Get those folks, not folks who don't know what's happening. Get the people who know how to get to where you're trying to go. If you need to go to school, talk to folks who are in school or been to school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what you got to do. Seek out the help. And just as I did today, you got to be honest with yourself.
That's good.
You got to be honest with yourself. You got to share that with somebody. You got to be vulnerable sometimes to be able to get to where and this is especially for men. We have to do this. Ladies, same thing for you. And you can't talk to that person that's going to tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
Only God can tell you what you ain't going to do. Don't let people tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
Find out for yourself. Even though you may not be able to do it, at least you know for yourself whether you can or not because you checked it out. Don't go on what people say.
Yeah.
Okay? So you be blessed. Be all that you can be. And that's just not a cliche. Be all that you can be. Because God can use you.
We need you.
Yeah.
I would say keep dreaming.
Yeah.
And I love the aspect of dreaming because that thing that you dream about is so possible for you to achieve and more. That's the crazy part. The only limitation you would have will be on the limitations that you put in yourself. God has no limitations for you.
Mm-hmm.
So why should you put limitations on yourself? If you're a child of God and you do things in God's will,
yeah,
I love it when the Bible says nothing Like the weapon is gonna be formed, right?
Yeah.
But it won't work.
Not if you in him.
Not if you in him. That's why I said his will.
Yeah.
Get your will out of the way and do God's will. That's why even with this podcast, it's not because I want to do it. It's just in God's will. And we're trying to impact and inspire people like yourself to do more. Be about God's business and not your business. And that's how you live to your full potential. Actually beyond your full potential. Don't let those things that you do so easily go to the grave. I love that saying that Miles Monroe talking about. The graveyard is one of the most richest places in the world. Like me, I love the thing of live full and die empty. I'm going to live full and I'm going to die empty. So I want you to do the same thing. Now, I'm Mo.
And I'm Pops.
Thank y'all for tuning in for another installment of the Over Podcast. We love
you. Leave your comments.
And check out our P2C. It's in the link below. Let us know. And spots are filling up. We're going to take off in April. So if you really want to be involved in this thing, hit the link in the description and then we'll be in contact with you. And we're out. I can't let it go by. I waited my whole life for a chance like this. It's getting, I know why. I waited my whole life for a chance like